Welcome back, everybody. Our first guest tonight is an Oscar-nominated writer and an Emmy-nominated actor you know from movies such as The Big Sick and Eternals, as well as shows like Silicon Valley and Welcome to Chippendales. His stand-up special, Night Thoughts, is streaming on Hulu. Let's take a look.
We've decided you're gonna be the first person we mock for getting in shape. What? How the did that happen? That's happened to nobody else in the history of civilization. Why me? Oh, he got abs? What a moron. What? Who changed the rules? Why didn't anybody give me a heads up? Do you know how hard this was? I have not smelled cake in years. And now I know all of you are waiting for me to go back to how I was. Oh, it'll make you so happy if I go back to how I was. So now I'm stuck in this prison because I don't want to give you the satisfaction.
Please welcome back to the show our friend Kumail Nanjiani, everybody. I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you. You're a very handsome guy, Seth.
I mean, you're a very handsome, and you have style. I have no style.
I wore pants that are very big.
But that's
and a
style.
Very shiny jacket.
I love it.
If it was really style, I would not have brought it up immediately.
That's true. People with style aren't like,
oh, look at this, huh? Pretty good. Oh my God, it's so shiny. I look great.
Yes.
Emily, my wife, said you could pull this off.
I mean,
as long as you don't mention it.
Oh, so yeah.
Snip, snip.
You're like somebody. You're like a really good safecracker, but you can't stop talking about how you're a
yeah,
safecracker.
Watch me go.
They're like, we can bring him on the heist, but he's very chatty.
The entire time. Yeah. 14, 17. I get caught because, you know, they have microphones. By the way, we're doing a show and we interviewed a FBI person who specializes in catching bank robbers. And she said, if you don't bring your cell phone with you, we're never going to catch you.
Really?
So that's a tip. If you're in airplane mode, you can do whatever you want.
I'm very, I mean, you and Emily, very exciting. Back in New York City, full time, baby.
Yeah, we are.
This is, you left?
Yeah.
You left in 2010, and a credit to you. I mean, again, the key to comedy is timing. Your timing couldn't be better coming back to New York.
I know. Brown Mayor, Nick Swin, ready for me to come back. Yeah. I think it's safe.
Yeah.
You know? And actually, Mamdani mentioned me in an interview with the New York Times, and it was more exciting to my family than when I got nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah.
The family WhatsApp went nuts. They were so excited. But I have not yet met him. So what's my camera?
Yeah, just take right over there.
All
yeah.
right.
No, that's not live.
All right.
It's that one.
Mamdani, Nanjiani, let's make a connection. I don't know. I mean, how busy could he be?
I know.
This city runs itself.
It does. By the way, he didn't just like mention you. It is again. He literally like would go to UCB and see comedy shows and like saw you do stand up in like 2008.
Yeah. He's an improv guy. How does he feel that he's raised the bar so significant? Because you're an improv guy.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm doing pretty good.
Nope.
You could be mayor.
You could be mayor. It was very exciting. I knew in advance you were doing this. You did one of my favorite shows, Taskmaster. It's a great.
I did, yeah.
Okay, it's a game show. It's a competition show. And they were very excited. I mean, our friend Jason Mantzoukas had done it, but they were very excited you came over.
I just need to clarify again. I was going to do it before Jason Mantzoukas. Jason has been spreading that I became a fan because of him. That is not true.
Yeah. Well, the good news is I don't believe a single thing Jason Mantzoukas said.
Great.
Yeah.
I just want America to know he's a liar.
Yeah. But you went over there. They were very excited you showed up, the comedians over there, the British comedians. They sort of kept talking about how famous, how nice it was to have a famous comedian.
Yeah, I didn't know this, but when I met them first, I left the room and they were like, he's so famous. And I didn't know that until months later when I watched the tasks edited down. But what I didn't love is people on the internet arguing, he's not that famous. I didn't say anything. Why am I being next?
Right, like people in the comment section of this interview can say whatever they want about your clothes because you mentioned it.
That's right.
Yeah,
I'm
but
taking-
on Taskmaster, like, you just gotta go off. He brought it up, go off.
Is this okay?
You talk in your special, we had a great,
We.
that, if you're wondering where your foot camera is, I think it's 3.
All right.
Yeah.
Mamdani, these are like pajamas. Let's make a connection. Yeah, I did some crazy stuff on Taskmaster.
Well, there was a moment where they asked you to do something brave, and when they asked you, that's the moment where I'm like, God, I love this show. I'm so happy I'm not a contestant on the show.
Yeah.
Do something brave is harrowing.
Yeah, what I did, I let Alex, who's the host of the show, go through my internet history, and I didn't change anything, and I really let him actually go through it. And a couple things. I thought that the most embarrassing thing would be all the porn. Turns
Just
out-
like the volume.
and frequency of
Yeah,
visits
yeah, right.
and people knowing exactly what I'm into, you know, like what I was feeling that day. People on the street will be like, I saw you on Taskmaster. I'm like, oh, you know exactly
Yeah.
the things that I'm looking up. But the porn was embarrassing, but more embarrassing was the Googling myself. Because you know how you take myself out to dinner and then it's time for dessert, baby. I also want to clarify, one of the things that I did look for was free, mature women.
Yeah.
I'm an ally. But YouTube's caption said I was looking for premature women.
Yeah.
And I want to clarify that was free. I'm cheap.
Yeah.
I'm not a scumbag.
Yeah. No, my takeaway was just frugality, you know? I was like, this is a guy.
I just didn't want to like bring a credit card into this situation, you know?
Right, because if you...
Or I was like, all these mature women who are locked up, get them out.
Yeah. Let's emancipate the mature women online.
Haven't they been through enough?
The funny thing about not wanting to get a credit card involved is, like, my fear would be like somebody would, like, you know, with that access would maybe be able to release to the world like what I was watching, and then that happened to you anyway.
Yeah, I guess already the worst thing that could have happened, I just volunteered.
Yeah.
But if they looked at your internet history, what would that be, Seth?
I also just Google you.
God damn it, he's too good.
And it's always like buffering because I think you're on there.
But like porn-wise, what kind of?
You know what? I would love to spend this time talking about your
What
new
a
kid.
segue.
Yeah.
What a segue. Oh my God.
All right, this is Biscuit.
This is
You
Biscuit.
lost your beloved bagel.
I
Rest in peace,
did.
bagel.
Yes, rest in peace,
And
bagel. She was-
Biscuit, you have referred, this is your words, as a dumbass.
Yeah, she's a very stupid little
Yeah.
cat.
Like sort of observably stupider than a bagel?
Yeah, Bagel sort of had this like quiet dignity about her. She drinks from the toilet.
Okay.
She farts a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's not dumb. That's just, I think, like intestinal stuff. Like, I don't think she's farting because she's like thinks it's a smart thing to do.
I think she thinks it's cool.
Okay.
I think
Then
she
she's
thinks
dumb.
it's
Oh,
funny.
shit, if she's doing it to be funny,
But
she's dumb.
she's a dumbass because we have like very basic toys for her to like get treats, and she does not know how to. Like, it's just like literally like if you do this, you get the treats, and she just stares at it and can't do it. Bagel had figured it out, but look at how beautiful she is. Oh
Very
my
beautiful,
God,
beautiful guy.
Biscuit. Yeah.
Your friend Caleb is our next guest. You just recently did his podcast. He's a very funny guy.
Oh yeah, I love Caleb. He's hilarious.
Did you have a fun time on his podcast?
Yeah, yeah. He's very funny. He's very, very. He's a very smart guy. He's one of those people.
He's
you know.
He's
He's no Bagel or Biscuit. Oh my God, that still happens. Every
Yeah.
now and then I call her Bagel.
Yeah.
So that's why I guess she's stupid.
Hey, man, it's so great to see you. Welcome back to New York. Night Thoughts is such a great special, and I hope everybody watches it. And
Yeah,
I'm so-
everybody, please watch it.
Yeah. You guys, this is Jamel Nanjiani. Night Thoughts is streaming on Hulu. We'll be right back with Caleb Hanna.